Hello, in this video, you will see how enosiX enables real-time integration between SAP and Salesforce without any complex middleware. This is a real-time, synchronous, and tightly coupled integration between SAP and Salesforce that allows for full bidirectional create, read, update, and delete access from Salesforce to SAP, all while leveraging the business process logic and security that you have already configured in SAP. So what you're looking at here is the standard account screen in Salesforce. And the way we have linked that to the SAP customer is by creating a linkage to the SAP customer number here. This is the SAP sold to party number. So I have an account in Salesforce that is linked to the SAP sold to. When I do a drop down here, you will see a subset of the pre-delivered integrations that we have created here within the context of an order to cash process. So if I click here on SAP customer, this is going to launch a custom visual force page, and it's going to display all the SAP relevant information about this customer to me. So if you know SAP, there are three different views of the customer in SAP. There's the general view, there's the sales view, there's the finance view. And what we've done here in this custom VF page is that we are rendering all of that information in one page to you. So you're able to see all the address information for the customer. You're seeing the company code relevant information, the sales area info, and even financial information like credit information. You're seeing all the partners that are related to this account. And if I go ahead and say update SAP customer, this is going to go out and reach out to SAP. It's going to check my privileges and the security that I have in SAP. And then it's going to open up those fields that I have access to modify from an SAP standpoint. Because my security in SAP only allows me to update shipping conditions and payment terms, those are the only two fields that you see that are editable here. When I do a drop down here, these values that you're seeing here are being returned in real time from SAP. So that's what we are talking about, from a real-time perspective. If you go ahead and make some changes in the backend SAP system, so for example, if the finance guys got in there and maybe took away some of these payment terms, while you are in Salesforce, you would not see them. So the moment those changes hit your SAP production system, those changes are reflected here in real time in Salesforce. So I'm not going to update this customer right now. I'm just going to go ahead and return to the account. What I wanted to show you here is this is the basis of everything that we're going to see in this demo, is that linkage between the Salesforce account and the customer. This allows us to go out and do, fetch all the customer related information and all the downstream order to cash information for this customer from SAP. So let me show you one of the cool things that our technology allows you to do. And that is basically it allows you to create a mashup of Salesforce objects with SAP data. And then it allows you to save that SAP information into the standard Salesforce object. So I'm going to demonstrate that by creating an opportunity. And then we're going to add some product and pricing from SAP. So let me go ahead and create a new opportunity here. And I'm just going to create a shell of an opportunity. Let's call this opportunity a really big deal. And let's just say we're going to close it today. The stage, we're going to say this is still qualifying, and we're going to go ahead and save that. So once we save that, I'm going to go back into this opportunity, and we are going to add some products, and I will show you how we are also retrieving pricing in real time from SAP. So we are in this opportunity right now. I'm going to do this click here, and you'll see all the pre-delivered integrations like I talked about. I'm going to go ahead and say SAP quote materials, and this is now going to launch a custom VF page where I can add some products and retrieve some pricing from SAP. So you'll see here I have a material search screen. This is actually doing a material search in real time from SAP. I have some filters here. We've already filtered this down to finished product, and it has gone ahead and fetched the three finished products from my backend SAP system. Let me change some quantities here. I'm going to get 2 of that, 3 of this. I'm just going to leave that as 1. I'm going to say select all. You'll see right now the net order value is 0. When I say add selected material, it's going to bring back the pricing. So remember, these material and this pricing does not exist natively in Salesforce. We just retrieved that information from SAP in real time. And in the backend SAP system, there is no document trail of us having done this at all. So it's not like I'm creating a quote or doing anything of that sort. I'm not creating any document in SAP. We are merely going out, retrieving the material, and using SAP's pricing engine to bring back the pricing. So I'm going to go and say save opportunity line items. When I do that, it's actually going to now create those materials, and it's going to save that the opportunity value to a standard Salesforce object. So this is what we're talking about, the mashup of the data, right? So I'm able to go to SAP, retrieve this information, save it into a Salesforce object, and now it's available for me to report on. So if I ran my opportunity pipeline report, you would see that it would be increased by this value of $130.10. And it has also gone ahead and stored these products from SAP into this opportunity. So now that I have this opportunity, I can go here and I can say create an SAP quote, which would actually create a quote for me in SAP. I'm just going to go straight ahead and create an SAP order. One thing that I want you to notice is that this is still in the qualification stage, this opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead now and create the SAP order. We also have other pre-built integrations where I can go view the inventory and see if I have this in stock, etc., and do some querying on the ATP position before I create the order, right? So I know exactly what is available, when it will be available, and so on and so forth. But for purposes of this demo, let me just go ahead and create the SAP order. And what you will see now is that it launches a custom VF page where it's basically rendering the entire SAP order entry screen to me over here in Salesforce. Now, since this is a custom VF page, you can take this pre-delivered page and then modify it to your liking. But here we have for this demo, we have basically simplified it a lot. This is also an opportunity for you to simplify all those complicated SAP backend processes and screens and simplify it to make the experience much nicer for your end user. So you'll see here I have the order type defaulted to standard order OR. There are two choices for me, OR and CBFD. As you know, in SAP there are many different order types. We have filtered that down to what makes sense for this scenario. Again, leveraging the SAP business process logic that you've already created in SAP, we have determined the sales area, which is basically your sales org distribution channel division. I have the sold to, the ship to. If I had multiple ship tos, when I do a drop down here, you would see many ship tos showing up here, and then you would be able to pick the right ship to. Again, this is happening in real time from SAP. And so any changes, so if there's a new ship to added in SAP, that would be reflected here in real time in Salesforce. The customer PO number got copied over. That my opportunity number became my customer PO number. I'm just going to blank this out for a second just to show you, the error handling that is possible in real time. PO date, requested ship to, all of that is defaulted to today's date. I have all the items that I added into the opportunity being defaulted here into my order. I also have the chance to now, change some of those quantities or maybe add a different item. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to change anything, but you'll see that it's also retrieved pricing. So if the pricing changed in SAP in between the creation of the opportunity and the creation of the quote and the order, each time the system goes out and refreshes the pricing from SAP. So you always have the latest and greatest from SAP. Down here, you'll see we also are able to accept payment cards. So enosiX has real-time integration via Paymetric to accept payment cards or credit cards in Salesforce. So this is a integration that is happening directly to Paymetric, and this is PCI compliant, and so you don't have to worry about the card number being stored or encrypted on either the SAP database or in your Salesforce. This is a real-time call out to Paymetric. It goes out, runs the authorization, and brings back a tokenized credit card number. So now we have the net order value, and look, it's also gone out and calculated the tax amount. So it went out to SAP, did the tax calculation, and came back with the tax amount as well. So I'm going to go ahead and say create order. This is going to fail because I did not put in a PO number. So I had blanked out that PO number, and that's the reason I did it, is to show you the real-time error handling from SAP, right? So this is truly a tightly coupled integration. There's no data flowing back and forth. I don't have to monitor anything from an error resolution standpoint, because if something is required in SAP, then it is required over here in Salesforce as well. If we don't adhere to that business process logic, whether it's an incompletion procedure or a required field, it's going to bomb right away in Salesforce, and we are given, you have the chance to fix it in real time. So let's go ahead and put in just a test PO number, and I'm going to go ahead and say create order, and that's now actually going out to SAP, and it's going to create the order in SAP and bring back my order number, which is 183. So now I have an order in SAP, and everything is good. One of the last things I wanted to show you before we end this demo is if I go back to the opportunity, you'll notice something very cool. Um, and what has happened here, as soon as the screen refreshes, you will see that the opportunity has been taken through all of its stages, and the probability was changed to 100%. So I didn't have to do anything to the opportunity in Salesforce. It was automatically triggered based on a certain event happening in SAP. And so this is where I'm showing you the bi-directional movement of data, how I can trigger certain events in Salesforce, and that is really the power of what we're doing. Is that I've created the opportunity in Salesforce. I used SAP's product and pricing engine, and then I was able to create an order in real time into SAP. We were able to show you how we are handling errors in real time, and then once I was able to successfully create the order, the opportunity was automatically closed out for me in Salesforce. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please do contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.